This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, dominant for Western County, New York. Shout out to the chat. I am the only original BT 1000 in the sector. I'm not supposed to be beautiful at all. I'm not European. I got European blood running through my fucking veins, Native American blood running through my veins, and I got black people blood running through my fucking veins. I will not stay silent. Shout out to the chat. Brooklyn Hood, the enforcer, thank you for coming in. Shout out to you. I will not stay silent. Not this time. Not this time. If you attack any of my people, any of the Kwamites attack any of my people, I will speak up. I will not be silent. I will keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. Shout out to the chat. Twende zetu kuja na mimi nini kuzimu kila wakati. I speak Swahili. I speak a little Spanish too. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I will not stay silent. Not. I'm not a Christian. I was raised in the church, but raised to go to church, but I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Jew. I'm not a Muslim. I am Arabia Barbosa, and I'm on full Western County. I believe in the old faith systems of Black people. Santeria, voodoo, hoodoo. Shout out to the chat. That's what I believe in. That is my third eye. That is my eye of Horus, my eye of Ray. Shout out to the chat. I am the spirit of an owl. I am the spirit of a wolf. I am the spirit that hears the water. And when the wind blows through the trees, it calls my fucking name. It calls my fucking name. Shout out to the chat. I am. I am who I say I am. And I don't hide who the fuck I am. The BT 1000, the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, Lucy the Vampire, the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Shout out to the chat. Other YouTube creators have done music drops about me. They have revealed who I am. They have exposed my strengths and my weaknesses. Today, there is no weaknesses. I know who my enemies are in real life and on these YouTube streets. I see everything very clear. And those that are BT 1000 sector members, they are secret. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody. They don't know their names. They don't know what they look like. Nothing. It's only 5 of us. But I got a subscription over 100 people. How did that happen? Because I'm not going to go after true essence. I've done that already. I have fought against other YouTube creators in the sector. If I don't got a problem with you, I don't got a problem with you. But if I do got a problem with you, I'm going to say it. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak up until I can no longer speak anymore. can no longer breathe anymore. I have nothing to lose. Nothing. Where is there to lose? Nothing. Material possessions, I can't take it to the grave with me. So I don't give a fuck. And I stand on what I say. I don't give a fuck about this world. I don't give a fuck about nothing. If you treat me well, I'll treat you well. But if you mistreat me, I'm going to speak up and I'm going to talk my ish. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Because we got some ghost whisperers in the chat. I don't care who came in and typed in. They're not a ghost whisperer. They show who they are. Shout out to the chat. I'm not worried about them. I will never be worried about people that type into the chat or hit the link. It's the secret motherfuckers in the bushes, in the clouds, behind the trees, hiding. You hide yourself. Those that don't hide, they will make me acknowledge them. They will say who they are. Shout out to the chat. I'm not perfect. I'm not God Almighty. I'm a demon from hell. A demon. And I'll always be a demon. Shout out to the chat. Not born, created. Other people touch the soul, created. My program, the BT 1000 program, is now activated. And those that get on my nerves, get in my space, get in my lane, say anything about me, I'm going after you. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you talking about, I'm going to tell the truth about Arabia, Nambosa. When you tell the truth, did you tell the truth how you suck my pussy? Did you tell the truth how you came to this house? Did you tell the truth how you did anything for me? A lot of you ain't going to do that. You're going to stay silent. Like the little mice you are. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914 Western County, York. I'm in South Carolina. I've been here for quite some time. Shout out to the chat. I'm going to be who I am. Regardless of who like me, who don't like me, I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to influence anyone. I'm here to tell my story. And since my story disturbs certain people, we're going to shake up the room. We're going to shake up the room. When I say we, I mean me and someone else y'all don't see. You've never seen. I've seen it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is on these YouTube streets. Kuja na mimi kula chakula. Twende zetu. Kuna hateri. Kuna hateri. Kuna hateri means there is danger. There's danger when you deal with the BT 1000. A lot of people don't want to deal with me. Even those that have been knowing me for years on these YouTube streets, they are afraid of what will happen later on. Shout out to the chat. I got my other channels up. My other channels are still up and running. I visit them every now and then. I visit other channels from the past. Not so much from the present. Shout out to the chat. I know who I met on this app. I know who's good and who ain't good. And those Quamites are my enemy. They will always be my enemy. I knew who you was. You were thieves of this sector. You stole the sector from Solar Nation. Solar Nation is going to reclaim this sector. Whether you know it or not, I'm only the front man. I got others behind me ready to grab this whole sector again from KB. This sector never belonged to him. He's a Squid Game player. He don't give a fuck about none of his people, none of his supporters, none of his moderators, nothing. Shout out to the chat. And I've seen that over the years because other YouTube creators did reaction videos. We got a lot of reaction videos in this sector. A lot of people do reaction videos. Why can't they do other content? Why don't they talk about current events? Why don't they talk about what's really happening in the communities that they live in? We're spread out from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Maryland, down here to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Texas, California. But I'm really waiting for the other YouTube creators to come from Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island. That's what I'm waiting on. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hey, scammers and scandal. Thank you, my baby girl. You always support this channel. Thank you so much. There's only a few of you that actually support this channel. The other ones, they come in here to watch the downfall, watch the fall of Arabia Barbosa, the BT1000. Let me tell you something. When I do fall, you're not going to know anything about it. And perhaps the other ones will catch on, but I'm waiting for my lieutenants to take their place. They are afraid to do it. They are afraid of these YouTube streets because they don't do live videos. They don't do uploads. They don't do shorts. They don't do anything. They stay silent. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Shout out to chat. I don't know. Don't know. And only thing I can say to them, you must come out of the shadows. You must present yourself. You must make your voice known. You must tell your story. Because if you don't, they're going to think that you don't exist. They're going to think you're ghosts. We're all ghosts in these YouTube streets because we're in the in-between. We're in the matrix. Shout out to the chat. But if I fall, who's going to take my place? Because I'm not retiring. If I fall, if I crumble, if I self-destruct, if I just disappear, are my lieutenants, my sergeants, my captains, are they going to take their place on these YouTube streets and start talking, start doing what they do? And I will never die. Whatever happens to me, I know I will never die. I'm on camera talking. I do my shorts. You hear my voice. I will never die. I don't need no children. I got other relatives that are doing the same thing I do. Same voice, same laughter, same humor, same anger, same everything. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. It is what the fuck it is. And I see what Sis is over there doing. But Sis, do you think it might be too late for you going after Biz 101? Is it too late, sir? You're doing a good job right now. You're whooping his ass. But what would happen to him in real life? Biz 101, what would happen to him in real life if he was in prison somewhere and the men was to find out his crimes was on his jacket? He would not survive. His asshole would be no more. He would be no more. Shout out to the chat. I'm only telling what I know. No in real life. Lou Jenkins, shout out to you. A shout out to those that came into this chat. And you did something very brave. Because I'm the only BT 1000 left. I'm the only one. I don't know where the other ones went. They are gone. They have disappeared. They are no longer in this sector. I'm the only one here. The only one here. And as long as I'm here, this sector gonna ride just like the way it's riding right now. Shout out to the chat. I'm just waiting for my lieutenants, my captains, my sergeants to roll in their tanks and tell the whole world who the fuck they are. They don't have to appear on camera. They can appear off of camera and do their ish. But as long as I'm here, they're not going to do anything. They're going to stay silent. They're going to run behind the trees and all that. Only me and one other has been on these YouTube streets for quite some time, rolling in that truck in each chat. My truck became a bicycle, then it became a truck again. Now the BT 1000 program is now activated. Activate. BT 1000. BT 1000 activate. And there's nothing no other YouTube creator can do. I see who my enemies are in real life and on these YouTube streets. Quamites, KB, Garrick, Biz 101, Easy Deezy, all them niggas, Passer, whoever the fuck they are. They've been my enemies for over 5 years. 5 years, because all of them got rid of Tommy Sotomayor real quick when he started telling the truth about KB. I don't give a goddamn what he said about the black woman, because some stuff he said was the actual truth. Shut the chat. Yeah. Tommy told the truth. He told it. And they try to squash it. They try to step on it. He wasn't talking about certain women in this sector. He was talking about me and other women. Ratchet. Born into a world where we were always going to be angry. We were always going to be upset. Even if we got married or not. Whether we had children or not. We were always going to be the BT 1000. We got the WT 1000 going on here on these YouTube streets. Nobody talks about the WT 1000, and they are more poisonous and threatening than the BT 1000. They are. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Thank everyone for coming over and supporting this channel. Like and share the video. I don't care how I sound. I don't care what's going on. Like and share the video. That's all you gotta do. Share the video. Share the video, please. Share the video, please. Kujana mimi kula chakula miji baridi. 20 zetu. 20 zetu means in Swahili, let's go. Kuja na mimi means to come with me. Kula jakula. Kuja na mimi kula jakula means come with me to get something to eat. If I was to say it in Spanish, I would say, las comidas está lista para ti. Who is the food? In my world, in my case, it's the Kwamites and anyone that's my enemy in real life. And sometimes that is family members. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm not blind. I'm not stupid. I see everything. Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to the private chat. Anyone that want to hit the link can hit the link. The link is dropped. It's right there. Anyone got anything to say to the BT 1000? I'm talking to the OGs, the new foot soldiers. We talking to the chessboard. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. It is what the fuck it is. I am Arabia Barbosa. I am the BT 1000. I am the Jibber Creeper on this shit. I am Lucy the Vampire. I am the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. And I'm reminded of it because I can go back to my older channels and pull up all the videos. All of them. To each one that I've ever fought against on this YouTube streets. Those I was friendly with, those I disagreed with, I can pull it up and listen and see who hit the link, who didn't do this, who didn't do that. Those that support this channel, those that truly support this channel, thank you. Shout out to Vince the Sniper. Because you still got those certain videos up showing what the BT 1000 really is. I don't give a fuck if I'm not beautiful. I'm not supposed to look like a white woman. I'm not a white woman. I'm a black woman. A black woman with a fucking attitude. A fucking chip on her fucking shoulder. And I'm not going to forget where it came from. Now shout out to the chat. They say that God, there's some kind of God supposed to come in and avenge the bad things that happen to you in your life. Well, God took too fucking long. You took 50 years to come for me. When I went into that fucking foster care system at 18 months old, it took you 50 years. That means that you are a weak God and you don't exist. You don't. I am the dust on the Bible. I am the dust on the Bible. In the Bible sheets, in the Quran. I am the dust on the Quran. I'm the dust of the Torah. I am the dust. I was here before any of you came. Shout out to the chat. Those who will disagree with me when the real shit happens. Disagree with me when the real shit hit the fan. Because I'm right here. A lot of people going to disappear before I leave. Shout out to the chat. I will hold on onto my wall, until my symbols, until my 7 African powers, to what I believe to be the true faith system of Black people, Native American people, Asian people. I am the voice, the spiritual voice, the high priestess. What real faith really is. Holding on from 18 months old to 52 years old. That's over 50 years. There is no God coming. There is no heaven in no goddamn sky. Heaven is right here on earth. If you don't grab your heaven, you will be dusted. You will go to hell. I have been to hell. Been to hell. And some of you have been to hell as well. That's why you're over here. That's why you subscribe. That's why you talk in the chat. That's why you type in the chat. Some of you actually hit the link. Some of you actually had the belly to hit the fucking link. But today is a different day. You can hit the link, but you're not going to change my mind. You're not going to change my mind. Shout out to the chat. Soulfly, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm in a rant right now, Soulfly. Please excuse me. I want all the OG YouTube creators, male and female, to understand Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1000, is always going to rant, always going to speak up for herself and her fucking people. As long as I see my people being mistreated, I gotta speak up. I got no choice. People are in the ground. In the ground. Not because I didn't speak up. I did. But they went in the ground anyway because they thought they could handle the situation. 4 people died in 2011, Newport News, Virginia. I'll never forget that. I had to go to Virginia. I had to leave from New York, go to fucking Virginia, sit there 3 months talking to these people. That was over the case. We voted for the death penalty. Miss Linda held out. That man that killed my sister-in-law, killed my niece, killed my 2 nephews, my youngest nephew in that house was stabbed over 27 times. When they found Sergeant Crystal Reagan, she was almost decapitated. When they found Laquan, he was stabbed over 13 times. The man tried to burn down the house. He couldn't burn it down. My niece Sierra body consumed all the fire. When they found Sierra, they thought Sierra was a grown adult woman. No, she was a 15-year-old child. And my sisters, before all that bullshit happened, my sisters went to the house to come and get Sergeant Crystal Reagan out of the house, the children out of the house. Crystal refused to leave because Crystal thought she could take care of everything. You can't take care of everything. Let somebody else help you. My 2 sisters are 2 German shepherds fighting every day. They fought that day. They beat down the door. They beat down the windows. They tried to get Crystal to leave. Crystal said, I'm not leaving. Sergeant Crystal Reagan, she served in the military, the Army. She wanted to get a divorce from that clown. She divorced my brother years ago. She divorced my brother to marry a clown. She knew that the man was a murderer. He killed her and the children. We tried to get them out way before that happened. But Crystal said she could handle it, and she was wrong. She was fucking wrong. And that's why I'm telling you, a lot of you women on YouTube, you fighting against these Quamites, these men, these beta males on these YouTube streets. You better look further. Because not only do they want to psychologically destroy you, physically, they want you to crumble, they want you to fall. And I know it. That's why I keep speaking up. And a lot of people want me to shut the fuck up. Oh, they tried it with my bigger channel. They tried it with the other channel. They did. They did. They tried to silence me. But there were other women that got in touch with me. Said, Arabia, they're trying to silence you. I refused to be silent. But shout out to the chat. I'm going to let the women in the sector handle their business. If you need my help, call me. Put my name in the title. I will come running like a bitch out of hell. That's what I really am anyway, right? Shout out to the chat.